Well, praise the Most High today, family. Hallelujah, and praise Yahuwah today. The Most High Elohim, Yahuwah Sabaoth. Yes, indeed. The Most High is so good, family, so good to us. So gracious and kind to us. Family, I'm learning obedience is the key. Yes, it is. Obedience is our currency to the kingdom. Thank you, Pop. Obedience is our currency to the kingdom. To get into the kingdom and to stay in the kingdom and to thrive. Obedience is the currency. So we really don't have nothing to worry about as long as we're being obedient. As this world system, financial dominance is dissolved, all we must need do is be obedient to the Most High. Whatever he say do, just do it. Just like Yahusha said, he only say what he see him say and see him do. In my own words, I think the text says he only do what he see him do. But doing means saying. So whatever we see and hear him say and do, that's what we're doing and saying. As the text says, my sheep know my voice. And all we need to do is just follow down the line. Yes, sir. I'm on it. As his Ruach HaKodesh leads us into all truth. It's not an easy process now, fam. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's not an easy process being obedient. It takes one act of obedience at a time. Saying, yes, sir, I go. Yes, sir, I do. I say that. I don't care what it makes me look like. It's okay. And this is maturity in the Most High. Hence our idea today, from boys to men. Really? From boys to men. Oh, really now? Let's say it like that. Hallelujah. I do hope everyone else is well today, and like myself, you're able to get up and get out and enjoy this beautiful day. I pray you have fair weather in your neck of the woods like we do here. Family, it's just gorgeous here in the Carolinas. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful day. And it's the day the Most High has made, so we're going to rejoice in it and be glad. Yes, indeed. Now, as we was tiptoeing into this idea, we speak of maturity. We're speaking of maturity, which is understanding that I must obey the Most High. This is the ultimate level of growth that can take place in our lives. Once we've mastered obedience, we're fully matured. Need nothing. If the Most High can trust you to obey his voice on the drop of a dime all the time, you're fully mature to him. And you can ask him anything because you're not going to be asking amiss. I saw this post earlier today. No, it was last evening. But the Most High reminded me of it this morning, or this AM. And it was speaking on when I was a child, I did childish things. Well, let's look at it. And it's 1 Corinthians 13, 10 through 13. But when that which is perfect comes, then that which is in part shall be done away. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. When I became what, Robert? A man. A fully grown man or a fully grown woman. For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know even as also I am known. and now abided belief, hope, charity. These three, but the greatest of these is charity. Yeah, growth, maturity, and loving yourself to grow up. It takes a whole lot to grow up, family. It takes a whole lot to grow up. Because there are some old children running around here these days. 70, 80, 90, I would imagine even 100-year-old chaps thinking they something in somebody because they wearing the age. No, that's just the Most High gracing you that time to get yourself together. And let's read some notes. Someone told me of late that whether I knew it or not, that they were growner than I was. Can you imagine that? My simple yet honest reply was, no, you just older than I am. I saw that the individual was visibly mad after I said this, so I got quiet and waited for their response. Because, family, you want to respect your elders. You want to respect your elders to the best of your ability, but yet still push them buttons that need to be pushed. Silence and anger always brings out answers, sometimes good, sometimes not so good. Their reply was, so are you calling me a child? I said no, but being grown means one has taken on a sense of maturity with age, not holding on to childish behavior deemed immature. Well, I'm just who I am. You have known me your whole life. You know how I am, and that I have my ways, and I can be nasty at times, saying what I feel, just like my daddy. You know how I've always been, as if they was asking a question. I nodded in agreement, and they took this as validation, saying, see, you know how I am. I stopped them right then and blurted out, are you going to be nasty all your life? Are you going to be nasty all your life? The individual's look in their eyes said what I just heard in my ruach. Checkmate. The game is over. There was only one move left for them to make: concede or contest the validity of the last move. They chose the latter, of course, asking, are you calling me nasty? Angrily, I might add, asking me angrily, are you calling me nasty? I said, no, sir, no, ma'am. You said that yourself, not me. You said that you are nasty yourself, not me. And then the conversation turned to the answer. Change. Because there was a problem that needed to be solved. And see, that's why when we deal with people, family, we have to let them do the talking. We'll press a button, ask a question, and let the answers flow. Get them to talking, and it's over. So they're gonna answer the question whether they want to or not. Truthfully, whether they want to or not. Let's say it that way. But the question is today, from boys to men, really? Like I said, we have some grown children running around here acting like they show enough mature. Like they show enough, like this individual told me, I'm growner than you. I said, no, you're not. And they got hot when I said that. So you trying to call me a child? No, I'm not calling you a child. I'm just saying you just older than me. You're not growner than me. There ain't no way ever that you can be growner than me unless you mature. Stop doing them childish things. Put away them things that's done played out in your life. But you continue to want to hold on to them things. And fall back and say, that's just how I am. I was like this when you met me. You know me my whole life. You know, and I always get sassy and fly with my tongue. Okay, when you gonna change? Are you gonna continue to be like this to where folks have to cut you off, set you off in a distance? So you're by yourself, lonely, sad, wanting communication, but don't nobody want to deal with you. Because in a drop of a dime, you done said something stupid. Or you still want to hang on to them stank habits. Still want to chase tail. Or still want folks to chase you. And say, well, that's just how I am. I can't help it. Oh, yeah, you can. You can put some clothes on your back. Stop revealing them saggy hanger cuffs. That hind part done drop. You think it's still nice and firm, but it's a sad sight. How long? And more than not, I'm talking to Yasharal, my people. We look stupid out here. We look pure plumb stupid. Talking about we love the Most High, yet we still up in a church somewhere. Knowing that's played out. Knowing your pastor done lied to you 10,000 times. But you treating him just like you treat that old man that you got. Well, they're going to get it right. They're going to change. I can change. And they call it sitting under folks. That's your problem. The text says, humble yourselves in the sight of Yahuwah, and he shall lift you up. Not no man. The only reason you should have a pastor in your life is to confirm what the Most High is telling you. And the companionship, and they encourage you. But it's not for them to tell you what the Most High is telling you. They're a confirming agent. Should be only. They're only going to confirm what he's telling you. And if that's not the case, you're immature. You still on milk. But a lot of people love milk. Just as the text says, they heap up to themselves teachers and preachers that's going to tell them what they want to hear. The itch and ear doctrine. Just tell me what I want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing else. And if you don't do it, I'll go somewhere else. I'll heap somebody else up. I'll pay somebody else. But when is enough, Yasharal? And strangers, when is enough? When are we going to quit saying we're grown folk and still acting like chaps? Needing somebody to hold us by the hand, take us where we need to go. Sad. But there's always an answer. The text just said, when I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. I heard someone in a recording yesterday, they were saying, when you come to the Most High, you have to initiate the change in your life. You have to initiate the sanctification process that's going to be taking place by the Ruach HaKodesh. You have to initiate this. You have to take steps to change. And 9 times out of 10, it's just saying no and meaning it. And turning. So you have to make that initial step. And then when you turn and you hear that voice saying, you ain't going to make it, you better go back and secure that. You better go back and do what you know you want to do. And then the Ruach HaKodesh on your shoulder saying, you don't have to do that. Keep moving, keep walking. Just do what I tell you to do. Next thing you know, get out of here. I'm not going back. I refuse. You open your mouth and say it. You're speaking now. And once you say it, it's a done deal. And mean it. We got to grow up, family, and fast. We got a whole lot of people, first of all, that's not going to make it. That's understood. The text says 2/3 are not going to make it. But we had the 1/3 that's still acting like children. A lot of them anyway. A lot of them that the Most High is tarrying because he wants them to come on in. But they still want to play games. In this broad way, going through the broad gate. But he said only a few is going to make it through the narrow way. The narrow gate, only a few going to make it. Are you part of that few? The proud, that's not ashamed of the Basura. The mature, wanting and needing nothing. No, you don't want nothing. You don't need nothing. You have the Most High. See, that's the whole point of our lives, family. Once you get him in your life, just as we started off with the point of maturity, once you get him in your life, that's all you ever need. He's meeting all your needs, all your cares, whatever. It's going to be taken care of. And see, that's the key. Once you know it, I ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm good. No, I'm good. Really, I'm good. I'm good. This is one individual that you can know I'm good. Because I have him in my ear all day, every day. Hallelujah. From boys to men, really? And one more quick note. I read a quote last evening that said a mother teaches her daughter how she is supposed to treat her husband. This is oh so true. However, at the same time, a father teaches his daughter and his sons how to treat their husband and their wives and how to be a wife. See, it's all coming downhill, family. What they say, roll downhill, boo-boo, and bad habits. Just like this individual we just spoke about said, I'm like my daddy. Okay, just because your daddy was nasty and evil and stank, don't mean you have to be. Had a nasty disposition, don't mean you have to be. You're going to have to change sometimes or another before it starts affecting all your relationships. Because you're not going to be able to contain it. You're not going to be able to cut it off and turn it back on like you used to. Because it's getting worse. That childish behavior. And you're looking like an oddball. Absolutely silly. Like, dog, you 80 years old and you still trying to act like you 30. I don't want to be around that kind of behavior. And that's what more and more people are going to be saying. No, I'm good. There's something wrong with that. But the answer is Yahuwah. For when we see through a glass darkly, for now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know even as also I am known. Yeah, so I'm going to know myself as the Most High knows me, who he created me to be. But it's up to me to go to him and ask him to remove this darkness, this veil I have over my face, over my eyes where I can't see my need for maturity. I can't see myself being mature. I can't see myself going on to the next level where he's calling us all to where I'm responsible for the call on my life. And see, this is what it all boils down to, family. This is where we're trying to get the rubber to meet the road. To where we're standing up in the Most High saying, okay, I'm ready. Whatever you want me to do, I'm ready. Whatever's clever, let's get it. Where you have what's the word? No Nothing holding you back, nothing holding you down. You don't have no baggage. No, I'm free as a bird to do whatever you call me to do. Let's get it. That's where he needs us all, family. Mature. Just like we said on the drop of a dime, Robert, I need you to go across town. I want you to see a man. He's gonna need some help from you, and only you can do it. Okay, lead the way, Pop. I'm ready. Let's get it. See, that's what he needs, family, in these final hours of this damned system that we're involved in before he takes us on into our kingdom. But he needs to know now that we're ready to go into our kingdom. Because the text says this is our last and final captivity. And that he's going to weed out the rebels in the wilderness. See, the whole point, a lot of folks ain't going to make it to the wilderness because they're too hard here. Their head is too hard. Their neck is too stiff. They won't turn. They refuse to turn. They won't even look and see what the possibilities are. They won't even look and see, oh, I can do that. I sure would like to be doing that instead of what I'm doing now. But no, their head is their neck is so stiff and that onion is so hard, they refuse. Well, my mama did it, my daddy did it. That's the excuse. Well, it was good enough for them. No, it won't. Look at where you at. Look what they passed down to you. You falling right on down into them generational curses. Just like I was telling my son, we got to change these things. We got to be the ones who say, after us, our children are not going to have to go down through there. We're going to change this thing. But praise the Most High, family. Are you willing to grow up and not just say, I'm grown? Age ain't nothing but a number when it comes to maturity. Anybody can be mature at any age. It's just a decision to say, I'm growing up. I want better. And then going to the Father and say, show me better. Just let me see myself in a better situation, doing better. Let me smell myself. Let me hear myself saying some different things. Hallelujah. Get them senses stimulated. But it's all about changing your outlook. That's what's going to change your outlook. Getting in the text. Just like Saul said, when I was a chap, I did what chaps do. I don't do that no more. Because I've come to know a new understanding on how things really go. I couldn't see it before. I didn't understand it. But now that the veil has been taken off my eyes, I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Family, once again, this is something we have to take to the Most High and say, help me. Help me. I want to step out and trust you. I need some help. No problem, I got you. That's what I've been waiting on. Family, just talk to him. He'll talk back. I promise you. And do stay up and keep pushing forward in the right direction. Shalom. Hallelujah.